basically, when it gets to the point where the bird is gonna hatch, there's just a bird embryo kind of curled up in the fetal position in the egg, and then there's this little thing called the air cell at the bottom, at the wide end of the egg. And the bird will orient itself to where its bill is right at the top of that air cell, and at some point it will poke its beak through, and they have something called an egg tooth. That's a little tiny structure on their beak that's like just a little tooth-like protrusion that helps them exit the egg, and so it helps them do what's called pipping, which is where they poke through the eggshell, and then that falls off within like a day or
Hmm.
so after
Isn't
hatching.
that crazy? When I saw the egg tooth, I was like, "What? That's not what I was expecting."
Yeah,
So we'll put
it's
some
really
footage
adorable.
of this. But they look like a little dinosaur, which I
Yeah,
know they kind of are little dinosaurs. But
Yeah,
uh, the egg tooth makes it look like a dinosaur to me.
that's so
yeah.
cool. I want to see that footage for sure.
So they
Yeah,
pip, and then they do that around like a pretty even like circle across that air cell, and that's what's called unzipping. So as they pip 360 degrees all the way around, they've unzipped the egg, and then all they need to do is just give a good push and push it open, and then they can hobble out of there and kind of enter the world. And we have some videos even of that hatching process, so you guys can see some of that. But it's pretty awesome, and you can tell it's just like, I mean, it takes so much. I feel like for them to build up the um, I don't want to like anthropomorphize too much, but like what comes to mind is like building up the like courage to just like do it, because
Hmm.
you're in that embryonic fluid in an egg for all of your existence that you've known up to this point, and then you're just gonna pop out and just be like shocked there's just empty space all around you, and like weird things that you have no perception of existing.